Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. Lovely to have you here. I hope everyone is doing well. It's lovely and sunny here in London where I am, so I hope that it's beautiful and sunny where you are. So today's big card reading is, their feelings right now. So how are they feeling about you? How are they feeling about the connection right now? Just as I always say, it's general reading. Always take, only take the messages that feel right to you. Never take a message if it doesn't feel right. And remember, it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you are finding it. But let's get straight to our groups. Okay guys, so we have group number 1, which is this beautiful card, and it says beyond the threshold of fear. Beyond the threshold of fear. Okay, and for anyone who wants to know, this is the Rumi Oracle deck, and you've also got this beautiful rose quartz crystal here. Then pile number 2 is another gorgeous card, and it's just entitled One, and you've got the sodalite with that. It's beautiful sodalite here. And then pile number 3, which again is another gorgeous card, and it says at the bottom, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. So that is pile number 3 with this little crystal stone called Serpentine. Okay, so those are our 3 piles as usual. Take a moment, use your intuition, go for the pile that's calling for you. There might be more than one pile, which is absolutely fine. And remember again, it's general, so just take the messages that resonate. But other than that, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 1, welcome back to your pick a card reading. Today's reading is, what are their real feelings for you now at this moment? And you chose to come in under this beautiful card. It's so gorgeous. And it says, beyond the threshold of fear. Beyond the threshold of fear. It's card number 25, which of course adds up to 7. Okay, so there's that one there. That's beautiful. With the gorgeous rose quartz as well. So I've got that there. So I'm going to put that there for you. I've also pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards, so let's have a look at those. So this one is the Justice card. Okay, so Justice, bright, yellow over blue. And then we've also got a card with a cauliflower on it, and it says Transition. Transition, card number 11. So there's a lot of spirituality going on in this, really, because we've got card number 25, which adds up to 7, and card number 11, which is also a sort of divine number. So it just makes me feel that, this person might be going through some changes in their own life just generally. So maybe maybe overcoming something in some way with beyond the threshold of fear, overcoming some doubts, overcoming some fears, overcoming something in their life, but also something to do with how they're feeling about you. So maybe they want to move through something, move beyond something, move into something with you, change and transform with you, make it right in some way with the Justice card here, balance it out. So I feel like there might be a lot of inner work going on with them in some way, and they want to, there's something about wanting then to transform or change or redirect maybe the connection in some way. But let's have a look. Let's get the tarot cards out. So let's see. So what is card number 1's person's feelings right now for pile number 1? How are they feeling right now for pile number 1? The Fool. They're feeling right now for pile number 1. Please can you make it clear to me what are the feelings right now for pile number 1? I feel like that one wants to come out. 6 of Wands. I feel like that one wants to come out. Oh, Ace of Cups. Okay. And the overarching energy is the 2 of Wands. So for some of you, you might this either could be something that hasn't got off the ground, or it's something where there's a little bit of stalling or waiting with the 2 of Wands here, because the 2 of Wands is the overarching energy, and that is all about sort of a period of kind of waiting. It also can be about, weighing things up. So maybe two choices or two things that are being weighed up at the moment or something like that. But this person is looking outwards. There's usually quite a lot of hope as well with the Two of Wands, because it kind of comes after the Ace of Wands, which is the seed that has been sort of planted. So it makes me feel that maybe this person is kind of working on beginning something with you or starting something with you. Those are their feelings, and it's maybe causing them some anxiety. There may be some stalling at the moment, but they want to change and transcend. They want to, with the Justice card as well, they want to put things on an even keel. They want to put things right. So if it's been a bit of separation or stalling or something, I feel like they're working on themselves to try and move it on, to try and move the relationship on, to try and move the connection on, to change it in some way. But if it's like, you're asking about somebody and you're not sure how they feel because it hasn't started yet, they definitely do feel, a connection to you, and they want to begin something, because we've got the Fool card here. So the Fool so they're feeling excited about the situation, they're feeling enthusiastic about you, they want to take a leap of faith, they want to take a risk. There might be some risks for them in this situation, and that might be why we've got you move beyond the threshold of fear, or beyond the threshold of fear, because it might be quite risky, it might be quite scary for them, but they are willing to do that. They are willing to take that leap of faith, because we've also got the Ace of Cups, and that is, feelings, the stirrings, the beginnings of love, of romance, of a new relationship. But it's also about self-love. So maybe, as I was saying before, maybe they're going through something, maybe they're going through some healing or something like that, and it's sort of like impacting them, obviously in a very positive way in themselves, but also in how they view you and how they view the connection. So I'm just sensing that the Ace of Cups is like, I just feel like they want you to feel their feelings. They want you to feel how they're feeling. They want you to feel their love. I think that's kind of what I'm sensing. This kind of hand around the cup, it's almost like they want you to. Also, I can see this bird here, so maybe it's like for some of you, maybe some kind of peace offering. Just reminds me of the dove. Maybe some kind of peace offering in some way. We've also got a lotus flower here, haven't we? So maybe there's been some sort of struggle in the situation in the past, because the lotus starts off in the mud and it has to grow up through the mud, and then it comes out, it's beautiful and pristine. It's also quite a spiritual flower as well. I think it means quite a lot in Buddhism anyway. It's got a quite spiritual meaning in the Buddhist religion. So it makes me feel with the 7, with the 11, that this person is kind of going through some sort of, I don't know, maybe some kind of awakening or spiritual cleansing or something like that. And it's helping them to feel better, and it's also them wanting to connect with you more. It's making them want to express themselves more to you, to begin something with you, to get over any fears or doubts. So maybe they were very fearful and doubtful before, and they had to have a bit of time on their own, or they had to kind of work through something, and that's why at the moment it's a little bit stalled. But I feel like they are moving, and it's making them realise their feelings, not only of positivity within themselves, but also about how they feel about you. So the 6 of Wands is about victory, a sense of recognition, a sense of achievement. So I feel like maybe they want to be recognised by you. Maybe they want you to see them as somebody who is, somebody that you would want to be with. So they want to I feel like with this card, there's a little bit of an image with this card. So maybe they want you to see them in a good light in some way. But I'm feeling like they're thinking or feeling very positive about the connection and very positive about the relationship. It might be a bit risky. There may have been some risks for them before. They may have felt a bit limited by their beliefs before about the connection. But I think now they are willing to take that risk. They want to open themselves up to the connection. They kind of want to open them with the Ace of Cups here. I feel like they want to open themselves up to the connection, open themselves up to love. And that could be a change from what has gone on before with the transition card here. I feel like for them, they're thinking with the Justice card here that will balance them out, that will set things right in some way. There may be some legal, you might be, for some of you, justice can always mean legalities. So maybe you have a lot of commitments already with this person, but you're just, so maybe you're with them and you're just questioning how they're feeling about you. And my sense is that they feel positive about you, that they feel that it's like almost like a new cycle. They want like a new cycle to begin, a new journey that's positive, that's loving, that's where you're much more kind of connected in a kind of heart way. And that might be a bit of a change from what has gone on before. But at the moment, it is a little bit stalled for them. There's a little bit of a waiting. So you might be in separation, or it might be something where you haven't quite got off the ground, and they are sort of, at the moment, they're sort of trying to work on themselves to kind of make that full move where they take that leap of faith, they take that kind of risk. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So what are pile number one's person's current feelings? Pile number one. Thank you so much, by the way, if you've shared, subscribed, liked, commented, all the lovely comments. I try to answer all of them, so thank you so much for doing that. This says yes, so that might mean something to some of you. This says yes. So again, yes is obviously usually a positive, we usually see that as a positive thing, don't we? I feel like this one wants to come out. And this says in the near future, so that's a bit of timing there. So if it is something where you're waiting for somebody, you've been installing, or you've been installed, the situation has been installed in some way, or you've been waiting, either because you're in separation or you've been waiting for somebody to make a move. I feel like this is saying, yes, this person does have feelings for you, and yes, something is coming up for you quite soon. There's going to be a shift, there's going to be a change, there's going to be a transition. But let's see what else we've got. How else? I might move these up a little bit so we've got a bit more space. And these ones down. That's better. Okay, so how else is pile number one's person feeling right now for pile number one? What are their feelings for pile number one right now? What are their feelings for pile number one right now? What have we got here? Ace of Swords. Two aces there, so it's definitely they want new beginnings, new starts, new cycles. What is pile number one's person's feelings? Right now for pile number one, please make it so clear for me. Please make it very clear for me. Thank you. Eight of Swords. What is pile number one's person's feelings right now for pile number one? Two of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups again. So the Ace of Cups has come up twice. So they definitely have loving feelings towards you. But it might be like the seed of love, because the Ace, so it might be like a new beginning because it hasn't quite started yet. So it's the stirrings, the beginnings of love, either for the first time, or it could be again if you've been in separation from this person. But they definitely have, with the Ace of Cups, loving feelings, but it's also based on them sort of knowing. So they might have gone through a transition in themselves. So there may be, if you're in separation, you know this person, you've been in separation from them before. I feel like they've gone through some kind of process where they have got to know themselves better. They have learnt to love themselves, and in that process, they have realised the feelings that they have for you. Now they do with the Ace of Swords here want, under this kind of new beginning, so maybe this tells me, because this is the Ace of Swords and this is about truth, it's about honesty, it's about integrity, it's about beginning. It's also a lot of thought, so it makes me feel like they're giving this a lot of thought, and it goes with all of these cards here. But there's something here about, with the Justice card, about them knowing that they need to be honest and truthful and authentic. So maybe they weren't like that before. Maybe with the Fool card they were a little bit immature, or a little bit silly before, or a little bit inauthentic before. But I feel like they want that to change, really. I think there is some worry with them. There's a sense of stuckness maybe in moving forward and showing you how they're feeling. Because we've got the Eight of Swords here and we've got the Two of Swords, and they are both, and with the Two of Wands here, so there's a feeling of stuckness for them, maybe in terms of how to move forward towards you. Maybe there has been some sort of battle between you, or some kind of standoff in some way, or some kind of argument or tension with the Two of Swords here. So they're a little bit stuck. They've got all these feelings for you, but I think this stuckness is about how they move forward and show you their feelings. I think that's because this person is stuck. They haven't got a blindfold on. I mean, the Eight of Swords is a stuck energy. So I can feel in their feelings, I mean, they may be stuck. If this is a pile where you've come in separation, they may be stuck still in their feelings for you. You know, and you might have moved on, but they're still sort of stuck in that in some way. Let's see if we've got any clarification on that one. So what is going on in the Eight of Swords? Why have we got the Eight of Swords here? Why are they stuck? What's making them not want to move forward? What is the sense of stuckness about? Okay, we've got Temperance here. Okay, what is the sense of stuckness about? Ace of Swords again. Yeah, Ace of Swords again. What else is the stuckness about for me, please? Make it clear for me. Yeah, I feel like they are definitely, with the Six of Cups here, I feel like they are, this might be a situation for some of you where this is a long-standing connection and you've known this person for a long time, or you just know this person either for a long time and there's a strong friendship base, or you've known them and been in connection with them for a long time. But maybe it's, you know, it could be a couple of things. Maybe it's a kind of a bit stuck in the connection at the moment. But also I just feel it's got something to do with them. Maybe they've done something. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So maybe they've done something with the Justice card here to bring it out of balance, or to bring it out of alignment, or something wrong in some way. And I kind of get the sense that they are feeling that you... that they kind of want balance, but I think they're feeling that you won't trust that in some way, or you won't believe them when they say they want balance, they want truth, they want honesty, they feel a strong sense of connection with you. And I think that's kind of preventing them from moving forward, because I think they're feeling that you would not accept that. You would not accept them now for saying that, you know. So maybe you wouldn't accept that they've gone through this transition or this change, or, you know, so if it's you know, because for a lot of you, I feel like it might be a situation where you're in separation, and I feel like, so they have gone through this process, maybe in the separation, this kind of spiritual process, or this evolving in some way, and they are beginning to feel seeds of love, not only for themselves but for the connection and for you as well. But they want this sense of balance with you, and they want this sense of truth with you, and they want, you know, they feel this sense of history and this sense of love towards you. But I feel what's kind of making them feel stuck in moving forward is that maybe they're thinking that you would not believe them, or would not take them back, or would not feel that was, you know, right or genuine. But they definitely do want to do that. With the Justice card here, they definitely want to make things right, but there's a sort of stalling on their part, because you know, there's a feeling that maybe you wouldn't believe them in some way. Yeah, something like that. And they're sort of stuck in those feelings, those kind of Six of Cups feelings, where there's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of looking back, a lot of memories still for you. So something like that. Yeah. And maybe it is because because obviously Eight of Swords, and with the beyond the threshold of fear, you know, they've just got a lot of fear. They've just got a lot of fear. And it's that fear that is holding them back. So it's like a crush situation or an attraction situation. They can kind of feel, they have all these beautiful feelings for you. They want to move forward. They want to take direct action. They want to be bold. They want to be more balanced within themselves, and they want to show you that they feel this strong connection towards you. But they've got all these kind of like, you know, fears and anxieties. And I feel like that is why we have a lot of these sort of spiritual cards here, because they're sort of trying to really work on that. They know they've got them, and they're trying to kind of work on that and balance themselves out. because I think we've got Temperance and we've got Justice. So there's a sense of maybe kind of balancing themselves out, and trying to present in a more balanced way, because we've got a lot of stalling, a lot of kind of indecision, and I feel that's because they're quite fearful, and they need a little bit more courage. But it isn't in terms of actual action, but it isn't their, in terms of their feelings. I would say that they definitely have, strong feelings for you here with the Six of Cups, and certainly wanting to begin something with the Ace of Cups coming out twice and the Ace of Swords. So in terms of astrological signs, what I would say is Six of Wands, that is Leo energy. Ace of Cups, well, that could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ace of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. What else have we got? Eight of Swords, that is Gemini again, and Two of Swords is Libran energy. So those are just some of the astrological signs. Let's see what have we got any messages. What messages do we have for pile number one from their person? Any messages from pile number one for their person? So they definitely do feel very positive towards you. But if it's something whereby, you've been in separation from this person and they, something may have happened, then obviously it's down to you whether you would want them to feel anything for you again or want them to make a move anyway. But I do feel that they are held back at the moment from making a move because of fears and anxieties. So this one says, oh no, would you believe it? Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yes, I feel like with this, we've got a lot of references to balance. I feel like this person is trying to balance themselves out. And then they're also wanting there to be balance in the connection. So if there's been some sort of problem or issue, or you've had a row or an argument, or they're, I think what they want is that it's about trying to make it right with the Justice card here. So trying to I feel like if it's a reconciliation situation, they definitely want to reconcile, and they want to kind of like iron out the issues and iron out the problems here. Because of this Six of Cups card here, because it feels like a very strong bond with you. What else have we got? Any more messages from pile number one's person to pile number one? I feel like these two want to come out. So this one is passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surround you at present. Enjoy it. So there might be a lot of passion that they're feeling. And then this says, criticising one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So there seems to be a lot of things, messages here about balance. Maybe this person wanting forgiveness, wanting to move the situation on, move it beyond, like it says, move beyond any fears or doubts or problems, get it back into balance, make things right again if there's been a separation between you. And if it's a crush situation or attraction situation, it's about getting over those obstacles, getting over those fears, getting over those hurdles where you can actually come together. And I feel like this person is trying to work on that at the moment. But anyway, pile number one, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But other than that, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number two, and welcome back to this pick a card reading. It's lovely to have you here. So we are doing, aren't we, what are their real feelings for you now, right now? And you chose to come into the reading under the beautiful soda light here. And this card, it's a gorgeous card, and it's card number 6, but it actually has the word 1 on it. Okay, so there you go. So let's put that one there. I also picked a couple of oracle cards, so let's get these out. Well, this is the geranium, and it is healing. It says healing on it. Okay, and that's card number 37. Right. And this is my little Aura-Soma deck. And this is actually the Hermit card, turquoise over green. So you might be, for some of you, you might be in separation from this person that you're inquiring about, because the Hermit card is kind of like an inward. So this person is either in separation from you or distant or detached from you, or they might be keeping their feelings a little bit inward, a little bit, hidden from you. That might be why you're having this reading, because they're not showing you much. They're not telling you much. They may be going through a little bit of a healing phase or an inward phase. They may have retreated. a little bit. Feel the need to something like gather their strength or go within, or I feel like when I saw this one, I got the phrase be at one, be at peace kind of thing, and it goes with the Hermit card. So I feel like this person maybe just needs to have some time on their own, or they're keeping their feelings hidden from you, they're keeping their feelings inward, private, or maybe if you're in separation from them, they're going through a bit of a healing phase in some way. But anyway, let's get these cards out and see. So big thank you. I'm not going to take that because I haven't asked the question yet. Big thanks if you have commented, subscribed, shared, liked recently. Really, really thank you for that. Appreciate that. Gives me a good idea of what you like, and what readings to do in the future. So thank you so much for doing that. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So what is pile number two's person's feelings right now? For pile number two, please can you make it very, very, very clear to me? Nine of Cups. What is pile number two's person's feelings right now? The Moon. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden sort ofness here, or things not being outward, because we've got the Hermit and we've got the Moon. It's quite a sort of inward secret energy. What is pile number two's person's feelings right now? Please make it clear for me. Pile number two, Wheel of Fortune. And then we've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so, I mean, I feel like it could be for some of you that you're either in separation from this person, or yeah, it's something that's a little bit of a clandestine thing or a secret thing, or it hasn't come out into the open or something like that, because right in the middle of it we've got the Moon card. Now it could be as well that they're a little bit confused. They've got some confusion going on, and that might be why they need to have this Hermit card and this healing. So there might have been some confusion in the situation, or their feelings might be a bit confused around you. They're not clear, they're not sure about it, and they need to retreat. They need to take some time to work that out. That could be one reading. I mean, the Moon card is also a very deep card, so it could be that they are deep in their feelings as well for you, because we've got some positive cards here as well. But there might have been some kind of deception or deceit or something that was hidden, or they are hiding. I get the strong sense that they are not maybe being honest with you about their real feelings in some way, because actually, and it could be because you're in separation from them, that you're not actually with them, so they're not, they haven't got the opportunity to tell you how they're really feeling. But I sense that there is they feel like a strong link with you. There's like a strong pull. So with these two dogs kind of howling at the moon, I feel like they feel there's a strong pull for you, a strong pull towards you, but it may be something that confuses them, or they're not sure about, or they are, but feel deeply. So they feel a strong pull, but it's a bit confusing for them, and that's maybe why they have to retreat, or maybe why they're not open, or something like that, because they're not, they're just feeling a bit overwhelmed. That's the other thing. They might be feeling a bit overwhelmed by their feelings, but they definitely do have them, because the Nine of Cups here is, a wish fulfillment card. It's about all your kind of dreams and wishes coming true. So I feel like they feel that you are a wish fulfillment for them, or the connection is a wish fulfillment for them. It fulfills them. I think they're feeling that it would fulfill them emotionally, because that is the Nine of Cups card, really. It's a bit like what I was saying before. It's like an overwhelming, excess. It's like an excessive emotion. So I feel like they might be deep in their emotions for you, but you might not see that with the Hermit card here, and the Be at One and the Healing card, because those are kind of all cards that tell me that it's maybe either something that's in separation, because 37 comes down to 10. 10 is about endings, completions. Actually, the Hermit card is 9, isn't it? This is bottle number 9, yeah. So also quite a lot of 9s and 9s again. So it's about endings of a cycle. So maybe it's kind of something that's come into separation. But I feel like this person still has they're deep in their feelings still for you. They might be going through a lot of healing here, a lot of self-analysis, a lot of when question yourself. So a lot of self-questioning. So maybe there's been something that's happened before that's made them think that they have to rethink things. They have to question the way that they do things, because that is the Hermit after all. And the actual, it's the kind of individual, it's like the individual search for truth, really. So maybe there's something that happened before in the situation that's making them search for truth, go inward and heal something. But they're definitely deep in their feelings, but it might be a confusing time for them, or there might have been some deception or some dishonesty as well in some way. In this connection, it could have also been a connection of cycles, because with the moon and with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is the ups and downs of life, and it can be quite an unpredictable energy. So it could be that their feelings, and that might be why we have confusion, are sometimes unpredictable. Or maybe they've behaved in an unpredictable way before, or maybe their feelings haven't been constant, like the moon governs the tides come in, the tides go out. So maybe before they weren't like that, and they still have that sort of sense of, they know that they feel strongly about you, but there's still maybe this sense of unpredictability to them, possibly, where they haven't quite, got a handle on their, they're not stable always. You can't always predict them. That's kind of what I would say to you, pile number 2, that is maybe still there about them, but you are a wish fulfillment for them. And the overarching energy is the Ace of Wands, which is a sort of a brand new passionate beginning, a brand new fiery beginning, a beginning based on attraction, with the moon here, based on magnetism, based on passion, based on fire, based on energy. So there might be a strong, and with this 9 of Cups here, because that's also about sort of maybe another way to read the 9 of Cups is that that this person has a really strong kind of drive for you to feel sort of satisfied by you. So there may be something like that. So this may be like a bit of a cyclical thing, where sometimes you're with them, sometimes you're not. And they do have feelings for you, but there's an unpredictability, I think, sometimes to their feelings, or they're showing their feelings, or them being constant and stable in their feelings. I think that's kind of what I would say. So maybe if it's a cycle thing, they're wanting the cycle to be on the up again, they're wanting it to move up again, they're wanting it to begin again. If it's a cyclical thing where you are sometimes together and sometimes apart, and maybe they need time in the times apart, maybe it just gets too intense for them, too much for them, they're getting too deep and they have to retreat or something like that, and take time for themselves. But they definitely do, see you as a wish fulfillment. But I think the relationship possibly confuses them sometimes, or makes them feel a little bit out of control in their feelings. Yeah, something like that. And they maybe have to retreat sometimes to gather themselves, maybe. Or maybe it's you. Maybe they're feeling that you have to do that sometimes. And there might have been, like I say, some sort of deception here. But let's see what's going on. Let's see if we've got any of these cards that are going to come out for pile number 2 in their person. What is pile number 2's person's real feelings right now for pile number 2? What's pile number 2's person's? Please make it clear to me. I feel like those two are coming out. Let's see what these say. Listen to your intuition. So that might be what I was saying here. And that might be why we've got the moon card here, because the moon card is a very intuitive card. So there might be something that there's some sort of little bit of red flags with this person, really, because although they do have these feelings for you and you are a wish fulfillment, there's some unpredictability to them, I think. There's a little bit backwards and forwards to them. Maybe they retreat and then they start again. And I feel it's because they can't, there's maybe a block to them getting too close, and they need to retreat. When things get too deep, they retreat. I think there's something like that going on. So maybe this listen to your intuition is something for you to be aware of, that you might be having intuitive hits on that, or there might be red flags in the situation. This says, ask your angels. Yeah, so there might be some need for guidance in this situation for you, pile number 2 here. There might be a lot of ups and downs in this connection. You might need the healing. You might need to retreat sometimes, because it feels like although it's got a lot of wish fulfillment for this person, it's you know, their energy is a bit unpredictable, really. Let's see what else we've got here. How is pile number 2's person feeling? So you might not be able to rely on them to be constant or steady, even though they have feelings for you. There's not a predictability to them. So it's really about whether you can trust them to be reliable and steady. And from these cards, it's, you know, it's something within them that they're maybe not able to do. Please can you tell me what is pile number 2's person's feelings for pile number 2 right now? Please make it clear to me. Again, can you believe it? The 10 of Cups underneath the 9 of Cups. The High Priestess. Again, a really sort of hidden energy. Yeah. And the Ace of Swords. This might be a secret situation. So you might be involved in a secret situation. Where you are, yeah, so maybe it's, you know, if it's a crush situation, it could be if it's a crush situation, and what we've got here, the overarching energy is the 9 of Swords. Yeah, it could be, I mean, it could be a crush situation where they, you know, with the 10 of Cups here and the 9 of Cups here, I mean, I think they see you as, they definitely see you as somebody that makes them very happy, and gives them emotional and happiness, emotional fulfillment. They feel a strong sense of love towards you and connection, emotional connection. But there's all this kind of hiddenness with them, because right under the moon you've got the High Priestess. So I feel like this person with the Hermit card, they find it very difficult maybe to express how they're actually feeling. That could be one thing. So that might be why you're having this reading, because they keep it all repressed and hidden. It could be that it is a hidden situation, and so they're not in a position to be able to tell you how they're feeling, you know, because they maybe are attached, or you're attached, or there's some other thing around it that makes it difficult for them to express how they're feeling. But there's a strong, and it goes with the intuition. It feels to me like there's a really strong intuitive pull between the two of you with the High Priestess here and the Moon. There's a sort of a strong pull here for the two of you, definitely. I mean, with the Ace of Swords, again, it makes me feel like they want this. We've got the Ace of Wands and we've got the Ace of Swords, so they definitely want a new beginning. So this cycle, they want the cycle to begin again. But at the moment, it might be that you're in separation, that you're with the High Priestess card, with the Hermit card, with the Moon card. You know, the situation is in shadow, it's in shade, it's on pause, it's not active, really. But they want it to be open again, they want it to begin again, they want there to be, if there has been dishonesty or deceit, I think with the Ace of Swords, they want there to be truth, and that could be what they're trying to do. So at the moment, they may be trying to heal themselves, trying to search within, trying to look for truth within themselves, be at one, be at peace, so that they can have, you know, maybe they kept secrets from you, maybe there was something about them keeping secrets from you, not being honest with you, being dishonest, and now, you know, because right next to the High Priestess, which is a very secret card, you've got the Ace of Swords, which is, you know, having a brand new, honest, truthful beginning, you know, cutting through anything that's not real, that's not authentic. But there is this sense of worry for them. I mean, they've got the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of, so maybe they are wanting to open up about their feelings for you, but there's a huge sense of worry, of, you know, confusion, like I said before, of doubt, of limiting beliefs. They feel very fearful about that. They feel like they have to keep it hidden. Maybe if you're in separation, maybe they're thinking that you wouldn't receive it very well. But the Nine of Swords is kind of like, I feel like this person might be someone who is quite anxious by nature, or quite worried by nature, or quite, yeah, you know, lets their worries and fears sometimes control them, really, or doesn't feel, yeah, I don't know, doesn't feel confident or able to express how they really feel. So there may be some confidence issues with them, because the Nine of Swords is about somebody who is allowing their thoughts to just control them. But it's often, you know, thoughts that they can actually get a handle on, because if you see, this mermaid is causing a lot of noise, it is causing this person to cover their ears, but they can't really get to them. They can't really harm them in any way. They can't climb up there and come out of the sea and do anything. So it's kind of like shows me that their thoughts are a little bit, they're a little bit anxious in their thoughts. They may be sort of reading too much into things. So maybe they're thinking they've got to keep their feelings hidden. They can't possibly make a move or something like that. But in actual fact, they can. But it's kind of their fears, their doubts, their limiting beliefs that is holding them back in some way. But they definitely want that. I mean, they see you as emotional happiness, 100%. But I feel like this person really needs to have time to heal themselves, really needs to have time to get a grip on the way they're thinking, on maybe their mental health in some way, or their sense of balance. And it may be that, before they behaved in sort of irrational ways or difficult ways or something like that, and I feel like they're trying to heal that. But they certainly see you in terms of their feelings. They definitely have very strong feelings towards you, without a doubt. They see you as kind of emotional happiness. Let's see if we've got any messages. Oh, that one came right out, and it says, that's interesting, because this one says, "My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, nothing is missing." So yeah, it goes with the 9 and the 10 of Cups. They're seeing you as, the one, really, but it might be that it's just come into separation, or they're keeping it hidden, and maybe they're keeping it hidden because it's come into separation, or maybe it's, come into separation because there's been some, some dishonesty or some secrecy, or maybe it was their fears or their doubts that brought it into separation, and at the moment they're just trying to kind of heal themselves a little bit, trying to, really, with a listen to intuition and ask your angels, really trying to spiritually, just kind of balance themselves out a little bit. But I definitely feel that they have these strong feelings for you, without a doubt. Now, in terms of astrological signs, the 9 and the 10 of Cups, that is Pisces energy, which again is a very deep, loving sign. The Moon, that is Pisces again. So, oh gosh, really, I think that's what I was saying before, like they're really deep in their emotions, and I think sometimes that scares them. I think this person might have a bit of a fear around intimacy in some way, but it doesn't mean to say that they don't feel it. The Wheel of no, we're not going to go with that one. With the Ace of Swords, that is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, and the 9 of Swords again is Gemini. Yeah. So I feel like there's something like that going on with your person. They may just have a fear or a real desire for intimacy, but a real kind of fear of it at the same time. So let's see if we've got one more for you, but they definitely do have strong feelings here. What is pile number 2's real feelings for pile number 2's person, probably, I should say. Pile number 2's person's transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So maybe after this period of, for a lot of you, I feel like you are in separation, this period of separation or stagnation or something like that. I feel like this person is in themselves going through a transformational process. And, once they can overcome their own doubts and fears, I feel like they do want this new beginning with you, without a doubt, with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Welcome back, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, today's pick a card reading, which is their real feelings now. What are their real feelings now for you at this moment? So you chose to come in with a little serpentine stone here. And this beautiful card, very striking card. Feels very hot, doesn't it? And it says, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. So I feel there's quite a lot of intensity already with that card. It's quite an intense card with all that red. Passion, intensity, fire, so heat. A lot of heat here. Wisdom. wisdom, so maybe that balances out a bit. And then we've got the King of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. Pink, rose pink over pink. King of Wands. Right, okay. So we've got wisdom, we've got passion and fire, and then this says love and light, which says regaining self-love and love and light. So there's two references to wisdom as well. Oh gosh, I'm getting the feeling this person has a lot of I don't know, I'm getting the feeling this person like feels you've got it all. You've got the wisdom, you've got the attraction, the passion, the love, I feel like I'm just getting the intuitive hit. Let's see what comes out. Let's see what comes out first. Let's see. So, thank you so much if you've subscribed, shared, liked, commented. I really, really, really appreciate that. It just means that I know what you like, and then I can do more readings, people want to actually listen to. Anyway, thanks again. So let's see. What is pile number 3's person's feelings right now for pile number 3? Please can you make it really clear to me. What are their feelings right now for pile number 3? Oh, that one's poking out. What is this one? 4 of Cups. What are their feelings right now? 7 of Cups. Okay, what are their feelings right now for pile number 3? Please, can you tell me what are their feelings right now? Pile number 3. 6 of Swords. Okay. Oh my goodness, the Tower. Okay, so this might be something. That might be why we've got this red card here. And that might be why we've got the references to wisdom. With the Tower card, I mean, that shows that there might have been something unexpected that happened or some shock. So this might be something where you've come into separation with this person. And there could have been a lot of fire and a lot of heat in that situation. There could have been a lot of anger with the red here, a lot of tension. There could have been a lot of burn, you could have both felt the burn of the situation. And now there needs to be some sort of wisdom. So maybe there was just a lot of heightened emotion, and now there needs to be some sort of wisdom, some sort of balance. At the moment, I'm just going to be honest here with pile number 3, it feels, it's interesting because, the hit was different here, but it feels to me like this person is, well, first of all, they seem to be confused, really, with the 7 of Cups here. So the 7 of Cups is a sense of confusion. So maybe if the Tower card has happened, there's been some sort of breakup or situation which was unexpected, some kind of shock, because that can sometimes be the Tower card, where something's coming to separation. There's an element of sort of confusion with them. There's an element of dissatisfactions, or maybe they're feeling that you feel that way. So maybe they're feeling that you feel dissatisfied with the 4 of Cups here. This is somebody who's not willing to see the good in something. They're sort of focused on what has gone wrong in something. It's not like that. That has that sort of energy to it. The 7 of Cups is, like I said, confusion, and the 6 of Wands is. Not the 6 of Wands, sorry, the 6 of Swords is a kind of moving out of a situation and moving away from the situation. So I feel like this person, at the moment, their feelings for you are confused, actually, because the 7 of Cups is central, and the 7 of Cups, like I said, is all about confusion and not being sure, not being clear. Because with these cards, I do feel there is a strong attraction here still. There's a strong intensity of feeling. There's a strong, with the passion here. But something has happened, obviously, to cause some upset or problem or issue in the situation, or to come into separation. And it's caused them to have a confusion about how they're feeling, not sure what to take, not sure what option to take. So should they move away? 6 of Swords, that's kind of what they're feeling. Should they kind of completely move away from this situation, move away? So I think their feeling is they definitely want to move away from any drama or any difficulties or any problems that have happened in the situation. They certainly want to move away, because the Six of Swords is moving from turbulent energy into smoother waters. So I'm feeling that they want to do that, and there is a sense of being unhappy, dissatisfied, disillusioned with the connection in some way, I think, and a sense of confusion. But I feel that and so there might be a need for wisdom. So maybe somebody acted unwisely or acted immaturely in this connection, or acted in a way that wasn't right. Because with the King of Wands, that is, kings are always wise energy, and we've also got the card that actually says wisdom. So yeah, but the King of Wands again is also about passion. It's about, vitality. Is about energy. So maybe they're wanting just a renewal. They want to come out of a difficult situation, and they want renewal in some way. But I definitely feel they want out of the drama. They want out of the drama that can sometimes happen with the Tower card here. But there is a sense of feeling dissatisfied, a sense of feeling confused, maybe a sense of looking at other options and choices, something like that. But let's get some more clarification cards before we do anything else. So what is card number 3's persons? I certainly feel that some of you, or a lot of you, have come into separation. Oh gosh. So we've got the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, so the 2 of Swords again is a lot of confusion and heart. I'm almost certain that all of you have come into, if you haven't come into separation, this probably isn't your path. I feel like something's happened in this connection to bring a shocking or unexpected event, or something has happened to bring the stability of the situation down, the security of the situation down. It might have been with the passion of the Wild Red Mother in a very sudden way and caused it to burn, have a lot of heat to it, and now there needs to be a search for wisdom and for balance in some way. But at the moment, I think your person is feeling very hurt with the 3 of Swords here. Really, really hurt here. 2 of Swords, they don't, again, it goes with the 7 of Cups, they don't know what to do, they're confused, they're in a state of, because this person doesn't know what to do. She's got a blindfold on, she's got her back to the water, which means she's closed off to, any intuition, anything she might be feeling. She's got her back to that. It's all kind of in the moonlight, it's all hidden, it's all not clear. So for them, I feel like, especially if it's the Town, something's just happened, they may just be kind of reeling at the moment about the situation, but they definitely feel very upset here. Disillusioned, dissatisfied, and contemplating moving away into calmer waters, or certainly wanting to move away into calmer waters. How is pile number 3's person feeling right now for pile number 3? So, Wheel of Fortune. And the overarching energy is the Empress. Right, okay. So, okay, so these cards are very different, again, to these 4 cards. What's underneath there? 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see. So what I'm feeling here, if I'm honest here, pile number 3, and I feel like I need to be honest, I feel like intuitively what this person is feeling is that they want to kind of move away from the connection, because the 6 of Swords is about moving away from a turbulent situation, and with the Tower card here, I feel like that is a turbulent situation, a difficult situation, a breakup situation. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune underneath here, which is, for things to move on the up for them. So they want to move out of a turbulent situation into something better. So the Wheel of Fortune is 10, which is final endings and completions. So from their point of view, they are feeling that they would like to move on from the connection. They would like, with the Empress card here, to create and be abundant But I'm not sensing that they want to create and be abundant with this connection. What I'm sensing is that they want to be creative and abundant in their own life, and to move forward in themselves, in their own, in their own way. Because I feel like they want an abundance of something different, a kind of new energy, really. And that might be why we've got the Passion of the Wild Red Mother, the King of Wands. It's about having a passionate, new, sort of exciting beginning. But my sense is that with these particular cards, that they, that there is a sense of confusion, but there is also this sense of wanting to kind of move out of the connection, and into something else, really, into something that's going to be what they would see as kind of lighter, more nurturing, more sort of caring, more loving. So it could have been that they this was a connection which was difficult for them. It was probably difficult for you. But I just have to be honest here. I just kind of feel that they are wanting to move away from the connection and to create something for themselves where it is, abundant again for them, really, in a kind of new era, have a new kind of cycle, really. And that can be how you can read the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups can sort of also see that they, are looking at other choices, looking at other options, dreaming of other things. Four of Cups is about a dissatisfaction, not being able to see something that you might be offering to them still, but they're just not willing to open themselves up for that, really. They're sort of they've kind of closed themselves down, they've closed themselves off to the connection, really. There's a sense of heartache for them, a sense of loss, a sense of kind of final endings, really. And it may be that this person's was quite... What I'm picking up is that they may be quite a selfish person, or they may have been quite a selfish person in this connection, with the wands and the red and the energy and the passion. It may have been that they thought only of themselves. Maybe they think only of themselves. It may be that this is something that went in cycles. It was an unpredictability to it, and that might be why we have the wisdom, where there was a need for more wisdom in the connection. Or there's a need for them to be more wise, but I don't think that they are at that point, really, where they want to do that. I feel like for them, they just kind of want to move on to something. If I'm honest, they don't really want to put the work into building a sort of real or stable or solid connection. What they're interested in is kind of moving on to something that's going to make life... that's going to be easier for them, really. That's going to be easier for them. That's going to give them a quick hit. That's going to, so in many ways, I feel like this person, it might be better that you're not with this person, pile number 3, really, because there's a sort of there's a kind of sense of selfishness to them. But anyway, let's see if we've got any other messages here that we can give to pile number... Any advice for pile number 3? Any advice now for pile number 3? Please. Oh, this says romance. So maybe there is a new romance for you coming, pile number 3. Any advice for pile number 3 here? What is the advice for pile number 3? Meditation brings answers, so maybe it's a time for healing as well. I think, like the romance card, it's about saying to you, look, this situation might have come to an end, but there are other... there's always other options and choices for you. You don't have to be, governed by this situation. There's other options and choices out there for you. Maybe it's time for a little bit of time for healing. With the meditation brings answers here. And underneath we've got let go. So there's something about letting go of this situation, because I feel that this person, if I'm honest, is feeling like they are wanting to let go of the situation. Now, in terms of astrological signs, with the 4 of Cups here, that is Cancer energy. 7 of Cups is a Scorpio energy. 6 of Swords That is Aquarius energy. Two of Swords is Libran. Three of Swords is Libran. And the Empress is always Taurian energy. So that's just some of the cards that I've got here. Let's see. I think I might have one more and then we're going to leave it. One more card, one more piece of advice or guidance, please, for pile number 3 in this situation. What can we give to them? Oh, it says within the next few months. So maybe something new for you within the next few months, pile number 3. There we go. So that is what we have got here. Yeah, so those are your, that's your reading for today. So if you have liked the reading, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you next reading. Bye for now.